Welcome back to the Burrow. It's your host, Lala Bunny, head trader at Bimbo Trading Academy. And today we're going to talk about my routine as a trader. So, essential to my routine are my alarms. And I'll try to show you, even though my phone screen is cracked. Whoop. So, I have these alarms set every single day that the market is open. And the first alarm goes off at 6:59 a.m. Now, I am on Eastern Standard Time. And since the market is based in New York, the US market, um, 7 a.m. is considered pre-market. Now, actually, pre-market can start, some brokers will let you trade at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., but my broker allows me to start trading at 7. Now, what's essential about this to know is that at 7 a.m., you can only purchase, buy, and sell whole shares. You cannot purchase fractional shares. Now, what does fractional shares mean? It means if a stock costs $100, you can buy $1 worth of it. You can buy any actually increment of it. You don't have to do a whole share. You can actually buy like $95 of it if you want. You could buy $115, which means you have a share and a little bit more, a fraction more. So fractional shares, that's essential. It's sort of related to these alarms. So once again, the first alarm that goes off is at 6:59. Now, if I'm already awake, because I have an irregular sleep schedule. Some days I stay up all night. Not even kidding. All night, check my stocks, then go to sleep during the day. That happens sometimes. Other times I wake up early, take the dog out, eat breakfast. Now I check the market. Other times I'm just opening my eyes when this alarm goes off at 6:59. And every single day since I started this for over a year, I will check my account at 7 a.m. Now, why is that important? Because there's something called a pre-market spike. That's what I call it. And if you're a trader, you've seen this before. It's when a stock goes whoop, and then it drops. And sometimes this will actually happen before 7 a.m. and I just missed it. And I hope that that stock sometimes it recovers a little during the day. It goes up again, but not to the height that it did pre-market. Other times it happens around 7. And if you don't sell by about 7:05, if it's a stock you already own, so this would be called a swing trade. It's not a day trade. It's something you already own. If that stock pops up, if you don't catch it when it pops up, it'll drop back down quickly. And that there's this thing called, it's like a pre-market spike. So at 7 a.m., I have literally opened up my eyes and been like, okay, sell. Like I will sell any stock that's up by a certain amount, maybe 60 cents, a dollar, whatever it is, and I'll sell. And sometimes I just sell them, put my phone down, go back to sleep till like 9:30 when the market opens. Or um other day, I always try to check it, but other days sometimes I'll sleep till late and I'll never miss it. I'll always open my eyes, check if there's anything I need to sell, and go back to sleep. Now, I used to buy stocks around that time, pre-market, basically morning movers, seeing what's moving that day. But because of my pattern day trading restriction, I don't feel comfortable anymore buying stocks at that time of day. So basically, I'm opening my account to see what I can sell, to see what has moved up overnight from the day before, what's popping up, and I can sell, take my profit. Okay, so that's 7 a.m. Now, after that, I will check my account again, by 7:30, again at 8, again at 8:30. So every half hour, I need to at least open up my phone, look at the stocks, see what they're doing. Because I don't want to miss something. These stocks pop and drop. So I definitely don't want to miss anything. Now, right before 9:30, maybe around 9:15, I'm looking to see if anything happened before market open. Now, 9:30 is when the whole market opens, and now you can trade fractional shares. And so at that time, I sell any of my fractional shares that have moved up from the day before. And some of these fractional shares, as you know, I only own $1 of it. So if I see anything going like above $1.20, I will sell it off because that's a 20% move from when I bought it. And to me, I say that stock has done its job. Like that dollar that I put to work, I put $1 in and I'm taking $1.20 out. That's all I can reasonably expect from the market. That's a great result. Um, so a lot of people who want to double their money, that's rare. That I'll put $1 in and it'll turn into $2, that's rare. But putting $1 in that will turn into like $1.10, $1.15, $1.20, that's more common. And I make sure to take my profits when that does happen. I can always get back in that stock at another time. So That's 9:30. Now, at that time, I also check all my other apps and my other brokerages that some of them only allow me to trade between 9:30 and 4 when market is open. They don't allow me the pre-market and the after hours. So during this time, after my main account is Robinhood. So after I've checked all that, I will also go through and check my other accounts. Now, it depends on how busy the market is at this time. If I'm awake, I will try to check it again around 10, 10:30, 11, 11:30. Every like 15 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I'm checking because stocks are moving and popping up at any time. You just never know. So part of my success as a trader is my eyeballs. Like I'm having my eyeballs on the screen, checking my account throughout the day. Now, this doesn't mean I'm sitting in front of the laptop all day long. I can go ahead and have breakfast. I can go ahead and take my dog out. But when I've been away from the computer for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I'm like, oh, gotta check. So that's kind of so I'm on call. It's like I'm on call all day long from 7 to 8 p.m. That's a 13-hour day. Now, there are some traders advanced who trade within a small window. So they'll trade from like in either pre-market session or market open, or sometimes people wait till there's a lot of volatility around the market open and they'll wait till like 10, 10:30 and then they'll do their orders. But some people have mastered it to the point where they might only be working for about half hour of the day, an hour of the day. They might be doing more research though at night to prepare for the next morning, or they do that preparation pre-market really early in the morning. Like if they get up at 5 a.m., they prepare and then they make their trades. So trading could take like I've seen the advertisements like 15 minutes per day. I would say that's on the definitely low end. It's definitely possible. But I believe trading could take about a half an hour to an hour of actually being engaged. But that's after you understand all the concepts. Now, before you understand the concepts, you might be spending 12 hours a day plus screen time, looking at the markets, looking at the way the stocks are moving, and then doing your education on top of that, which would be YouTube, reading books, studying charts, studying past events that have happened in the market. So the day in the life of a trader, you could be working a 16-hour day. And that's hard if you're fully employed. So people who commit to this, it's almost like they put in 16 hours now so that they can trade for only like 1 hour a day later. But even those people who trade for 1 hour a day, they might set aside time maybe on the weekend, Sunday nights to prepare for the market open for the week. So it's a strange pastime because it's not quite like a job. You're always on call. You always want to see what the market's doing. Some stuff pops off, especially with 24-hour markets now. Some stuff could pop off like 10 o'clock at night on a Sunday. And I believe it's your duty as a trader to maybe have your feelers out for that kind of stuff, but there's no way that you can be present for every single movement that happens in the market. So sometimes you miss things and you just have to say to yourself, like, okay, I missed that, but I'm ready for the next opportunity. For example, if I do sleep in one day and I don't even get to really get down to my account till like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, that's when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna trade this afternoon session because I'm ready for this. Or evening. Sometimes I'm trading like at 7 p.m. at night, which I'm going to make another actual video about. But so for me, it's all about when I have that energy and that focus to dial in and check in on what the market's doing and see what I need to do. Okay. We made it to 9:30. Now, 2:40. My next alarm goes off at 2:40. And this is so that I have time. If the market is really moving, I don't want to check it right before close because I might not have enough time to do what I need to do. So I check it at 2:40 because that gives me over an hour before the close to see what I need to do. And then my next alarm goes off at 3:40. Which is 20 minutes before the close. So that's when I need to make any last minute adjustments to my positions before the market closes at 4. And additionally, that's the last opportunity for me to purchase these fractional shares or to buy or sell these fractional shares. So 3:40 is a very important time for me to check my account. Now, after 4, I've noticed some stocks pop up around 4:15, 4:30, and that's after hours. And you sometimes you see an after hours spike. So it is important to be alert and check your accounts around, I'd say between 4:15 and 4:30. That's when I've just seen this action throughout this whole year. That's just a time where I've seen a lot of activity. Okay, next, 7:40 p.m. So at this point, the day is done. Markets are closing. Last minute trades can be sold or placed. And at that point, you should have a game plan for the next day. And some traders are just done in the morning and they never look at it again till the next day. But personally, me, the way that I trade and how many stocks that I'm in, I like to monitor the market from open to close and pre market to after hours. So I have set these alarms every single day for a year since I've been trading. Those alarms go off around 7, 9:30, around 2:30, 3:30, and 7:30 at night. Um, so that's my schedule as a trader. The alarms are essential to make sure that I'm logging into my account at key times. And that's all. So thank you for joining and happy trading.